Alright, hello and welcome to another Octogen and CrossFit Sydney training video. Today we're looking at pull-up progressions. So first series of pull-up progressions here is just dead hang or strict pull-ups. So Andrew's just demonstrating a couple of different types of strict pull-ups. So in this case he's looking at the hollow position from gymnastics, then nice controlled chin-ups. You'll notice he's actually got a parallel grip here. This is one of the grips you can use. And now just demonstrating what's called supinated grip or chin-ups. Now switching to an alternate grip. And all these different grips are just slightly different ways of working the muscles and also saving your grip during long sets of chin-ups. And this is just finally overgrasp or pronated chin-ups. You'll notice a slightly wider grip here. Tends to work the back a little bit more. But again, nice and strict. Going down to full extension and then clearing the chin over the bar. So at this point there's no swinging, there's no flicking. It's strictly an upper body movement. Now if you can't do chin-ups or pull-ups without assistance, easiest way to get into them is to use a stretch band. So in this case we've just looped it over the chin-up bar and we've wrapped it around Andrew's knee. That provides a moderate level of assistance, and obviously the thicker the band, the more assistance you get. So now Andrew's standing in the band. It's obviously stretched a little bit further, gives you a little bit more assistance, and he's just pointing out here that you really need to make sure that you trap the band between your feet. Otherwise the bands have a tendency to fling off or pull your foot up, which can be quite dangerous, like so. Okay, so now moving into kipping pull-up progressions, which are a big part of CrossFit workouts. And the idea with kipping here is Andrew's standing on a box and he's just pushing his hips backwards and forwards, and he's trying to stretch out the shoulders and get his hips all the way through and then all the way back. So this view gives you a little bit better idea of what he's trying to achieve. He's trying to push the hips through, push the hips back. And then he can progress into doing these with a jump. So pushing the hips through, landing on the box and then jumping. And the idea here is to translate the horizontal momentum of the hips into vertical movement. And then a lot of people consider that to be cheating, but for CrossFit it's more a case of increased power output. So it's a bit like doing a power clean versus a deadlift. They're different exercises and each one's got its own application. And again here Andrew's demonstrating that you can actually do kipping chin-ups with a band to give you that bit of assistance. Obviously it's a little harder to push the hips through when the band gets in the way. And now Andrew's just going to move into some proper kipping pull-ups. So you notice he's pushing the hips through, then flicking over the bar, and this allows him to do really, really high reps, output a lot of power, you get great cardio out of this, and obviously allows him to complete them very quickly. This is just another view. This is probably the best view. You notice how powerful the movement is. Andrew's really popping his chest up. Okay, and then next time we're going to look at some slightly different variations of pull-ups, including some band resisted pull-ups and some one-arm pull-ups.